And now, the Tale of Tevildo, written and narrated by Timothy Vavra. In the forest of old in Valinor dwelt an Oramondi, a forest spirit imbued with the vibrant nature of the Feywilds, where Manwe, brother of Milko, would tend the gardens throughout the wilderness, especially during the spring of Arna. The gale force, the flora and the fauna were at Manwe's command, and he took great serenity in tending to the flowers and the spirits of his garden. During his brother's Melko's long imprisonment, through those ages he was glad to have Tevildo's company, to confide to him, and to teach and in time to learn from him. When in the beginning the Ainur were created, and Melko among them, he was especially remembered as he was created to encompass a portion of all of the knowings of all of the other Ainur, though he knew in his brother's heart Monwe, elder king of the Ainur, whose most joyful forest courtier was the Fey spirit Tevildo, where he had lived and learned from his brother in the times during Melko's great imprisonment. He had found that Tevildo had grown more wilful, more spirited and bold, and desired to make a liege lord of him, so that he might make use of his unusual potentialities. In the time of the creating of the Ainur, Eruluvito imbued Melko with a passion for the possession of the very flame imperishable that bore him into life, and in so doing, the destiny that unfolded before the Ainur, the theft of the Silmarils, Vainar's bane, the darkening of Valinor, and the sorrows and the glories of the ages to come, were all preordained. Milko and his deeds before and after his long imprisonment, and his journeys into the void to search for the flame imperishable, and how they transformed him, was his sacrifice greatest of all the Ainur, and through the lines of his servants, Tevildo and Sauron among them, shared this unfair fate by their star-crossed predestination. Each discord in the tale is part of the whole cloth of the symphony of the music of the Ainur, the tale that led to all that followed. By the time of Tevildo's fall and the record of Melko's banishment, Melko retained two of the three Silmarils from his crown. Upon reflection, he had to admit it was a loss endurable, and that his spirit was stronger for it, having made much in his time. At the time of Tevildo's decline, he was feeling merciful, though no storytellers will have chronicled any notion of mercy or grace in the will of Melko's spirit. Inwardly he was relieved of the pressure of the third Silmaril in his crown. Banishing can be a kindly sentence, and in so banishing Tevildo as he did, he liberated him. For the life of a liege lord is taxing indeed, and had corrupted Tevildo. Free from the influences of Melko's ambition and the presence of his golden collar, forged in malice and greed, and accentuating him so and without, he sought refuge in the forest of his birth. There he found a pool stream of light, the last of the light, drunk by the dread spider of his fallen master, Ungoliant. Though Tevildo did not know the source of the water's healing light, he lay in the misty streams encircling him, healing him and washing over him, before Durrigan henceforth, and after Tevildo emerged as if he was a cat reborn, and sought refuge. Thereafter the gently luminous stream in the forest of old was a healing service known by those so helped as the stream of Varda, and the cats who were Tevildo's brothers in service, so cursed, were cured by the healing waters. Cats made a pilgrimage thereafter to the forest of old in Valinor to receive the blessing of the healing waters of the stream, blessed by the last of Varda's light, imbued and redeemed from the dread spider's theft. So freed, Tevildo's desire grew great to look upon bucolic, rustic, pastoral glades before his eyes, fresh vistas beyond the realms of Middle-earth. There he ran across the rivers rushing throughout the horizon, along the banks of the swards and the valleys of the river Moss. There his ancestors dwelt thenceforth, and he settled into a modest cabin with a green-eyed cat, it is said, he started a family with. In the timeless halls of Erudito, the one knew it was best for it to be so. And that concludes the tale of Tevildo, written and narrated by Timothy Vavra. If you like this content, like and subscribe. Most importantly, tell your friends. We hope you'll join us for more of our content here on this channel. And hope we have wonderful seasons ahead. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you tune in for more of our content and original tales to come. Yes, indeed.